Hey everyone, so this is my Unit 9 video response to balancing the use of technology. So the first question asks, what are your overall perceptions of this article? And I just personally believe that technology is definitely creating a barrier of separation between family and friends and just humans in general. I think we can be sitting close to each other in physical proximity while being miles apart, both mentally and emotionally, due to technology. I thought it was interesting, though, how the article stated that technology is actually an advantage for parents today because most kids aren't going outside and playing with friends and going to the park and doing things like that. They're usually upstairs in their room playing a game on their device or things like that. And if they're not at home, it's very easy to contact them through a text message or through a phone call. So I thought that was interesting that although it does create separation, it also does bring us closer together at the same time. So the second question states, how does time spent online on your iPhone or even checking email impact the amount of quality time you spend with your family or friends? And I think that any time spent online takes away from family and friends, that quality time that we need to be with each other. I think the only time spent online is useful in regards to relationships with family and friends is if you're face chatting or FaceTiming with somebody who lives in another state or another city or someone that you don't see very often, because that allows you to be closer with them. But if there's someone that you can see on a daily basis, I think technology definitely drives us apart. I think that we do not interact the same way with others that we used to due to changes and advances in technology. I think we would rather play games online or on a tablet instead of going to a friend's house or playing outside. I think we'd rather text a friend and talk to them on the phone rather than sitting down and having lunch with them. And sadly, I think that most people would rather FaceTime their grandparents rather than going over to their house and spending time just sitting on the couch with them and talking with them. So I think things like that are definitely changing and times are definitely different in that regard. I also think that technology has forced us to communicate differently, and I think that a lot of people, especially in the millennial generation, don't know how to communicate outside of technology because when you're texting or emailing or chatting on Facebook, you have time to process and you have time to think about what you want to say. But once you're in a real physical conversation with somebody, you don't have that same response time. So it turns into a lot of awkward conversations and socially awkward people because we don't know how to talk and be in front of people physically. We're always in front of a screen. We always have that technology in between us. So I think that's definitely a disadvantage as well. And so the last question states, how do you balance your time spent on using technology and family? So how do you sort of balance those two? I think that whenever I'm with my family, because I'm not home very much, so whenever I am home and I'm having dinner or doing something with my family, I don't bring my phone to the table. I leave my phone in the other room, or if I'm out at a restaurant, I'll put it in my purse or leave it in the car. I think that it's important to consciously create that time with your family because technology can be so distracting. I also make time to do physical activities with my family and friends rather than pursuing activities that can be done through technology. So it sort of just forces us to get outside and do something active. So just in general, I think that technology has done amazing things for this world and for our generation, but I think it has also created a lot of separation. So I think that as useful and as amazing as it is, it's very important to always make time to spend that quality face-to-face time with our family and our friends and those people that we love, just so we don't look back and realize that our life was lost in translation due to technology. So that's my response. Thanks, guys.